What's happening, VC? It's Billy. Talking with brother Jared, Backwoods Metal, the other day, and we were just talking back and forth in some PMs, and he had mentioned something that his wife had gotten him. I don't remember if he said it was for his birthday or for Valentine's Day or for something. I can't remember. Sorry, Jared. But he's like, but I'm not going to show it. And I'm like, dude, show that shit, man. You know, I'm not going to say what it was, but if Jared wants to show it, I'll let him show it. But anyhow, it reminded me that I was long overdue for a hip-hop and rap, old school rap. It's kind of the stuff that I'm into. Update. I haven't done one of these, and I know I mentioned it a long time ago, maybe in my intro video or one of my early videos, that I was going to show it. I have a very modest hip hop and old school rap collection, but you know, I'm still pretty proud of it because it's stuff that I dig, stuff that I grew up on, and there's a couple new things in here, but not much. I don't get into too much of that new stuff that the kids are into these days, that the young whippersnappers are into. My kids play all that stuff, and I can't stand it. I'm turning into the grumpy old man, like my dad hated my music. I hate their music. I can't stand it. Anyway, I've got a stack of records here I want to show. I know you guys know me, the country guy that likes a little rock and some metal. But I like this stuff too. This country boy's got a few tricks up his sleeve. So let's begin at the beginning, so to speak. For me, and I'm sure anybody like myself, kids of the '80s, Run DMC, Raising Hell. I had made mention on a post, somebody's response to a post earlier a while back, that I've probably gone through 3 or 4 copies of this on cassette, maybe 2 or 3 copies on cassette. This is my 2nd or 3rd copy on record, on vinyl. And you know, I used to have a paper route, and this takes me back to '85 or '86 when I was delivering papers to earn extra money. And I would strap the ghetto blaster, the boom box. And I love that word, ghetto blaster. It's not. I guess it's really not appropriate these days. It's not PC, but hell, it's still a ghetto blaster to me. I love it. Anyhow, I hope nobody's offended by the term ghetto blaster. But we would strap the ghetto blaster, or the boom box, to the front with bungee cords to the front of our handlebars. And another buddy would ride along with me, and he'd have the papers. So one of us would have the boom box, one of us would have the papers, and we would go on our paper route. And we wore through. This was one that I remember just wearing through, knew every word front to back. You know, my Adidas, Peter Piper, Raising Hell, Walk This Way. I don't even have to look, and I can tell you what's on there. Next in line, and I think I showed this a little bit in one of my earlier videos, Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill, Killer Gatefold. I'm not going to open it up because it's still in the, I'd have to take it out of the sleeve, but what a great record. And yeah, I think I was, like being 10 years old or whatever I was when this came out, 10 or 11 years old, it's like, holy cow, you go from Run DMC and then listen to these white boys rap, It was funky, it was different, just listen to to Mike D's vocals, and then you go to Adam Yauch's, at King Ed Rock. There was such a huge difference between their vocals, their styles, their approach, as well as their tone, and I loved it. I thought it mixed well together. That's still my favorite album by the Beastie Boys. I showed this one as well, 2 Live Crew. I think this was in my Can't Believe I Actually Liked This Shit video. I put this on, and I wore this out too. This was back in when I was driving at this time, and we had the cassette copy of this, and playing it through the Alpines in the car. I put this on the other day. Well, not the other day, but a month or so ago, and I'm like, there were still a couple songs that you kind of brought a smile to my face and took me back a little bit. But I don't listen to this one very much. Not nearly like I listened to the first two that I showed. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Well, NWA, straight out of Compton. I'm sure, with the movie, the release of the movie over the last year or so, it has brought back, a resurgence. Everybody digging to get this record, and thankfully I was able to stash back a couple. I still have on my list that I want to get a really, really nice OG pressing, but god dang, they've got so expensive and hard to find now. Unless you really want to shell out some money, maybe I'll put that on my list, my wish list records here soon. But I've got a couple beater copies that I've had for a while, and this is just the newest reissue. I had to have it because it's what a great record. I mean, this started the gangster rap stuff for me, and I really like a lot of that stuff. As you guys know, if you watched any of my previous videos, Eazy-e, my favorite rapper, hands down. I love Eazy-e. I love all his stuff. And Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, DJ Yellow, just good stuff. It never gets old. I mean, when did this come out? 1988. Yeah, this is 1988. So you're talking, next year will be the 30th anniversary of that record, and it still sounds great today. Sounds really great. This 12-inch single. This is an original, an OG copy of Eazy-e, the Boys in the Hood, on Ruthless. The singles, I'm sure you've seen it in the movie. Any of y'all that have seen the movie Straight Outta Compton, you see Eazy going into Jerry's office and getting the records pressed, picking up his records, and this was it. Which then led to Eazy-e. Eazy Does It. Trying to get the glare off there. Sorry. This is my favorite hip hop rap, gangster rap album of all time. I play this record forwards, backwards. I love it. This is a masterpiece of a record. Just great stuff. And then shit, I must have pulled. Oh, this one here. It's a Straight Off the Streets. I don't play this one nearly as much because I play Eazy Does It and this one here. It's On. Can you see it? Yeah, right there. I showed that in a couple other videos. I play that one quite a bit as well. That one is super rare, but I don't play this one very much. I just had to have it because I'm a completist and a freak of sorts, trying to make sure I have everything. And you can see here it has like a lottery scratcher, and it's there's some vulgarity underneath there that if you scratch it off, it says straight off the streets of, and then I think it says M effing Compton. But this is a record, like I said, that I don't play much, but I had to have it because I'm a completist. And there's a couple other things that I'm still searching for Eazy. I don't have. Yeah, there's another copy. That's my sealed copy up here of Eazy Does It, and then another OG NWA back there in the corner. Couple things back there. This is my OG copy of Dr. Dre, The Chronic. I'm not sure. I have to do some research because I have so many different copies of this. If this is the original 93 or if this or 92, I think this is the 92 pressing. It's either the 92 or the 96 because here is the 2001, and I have a couple others back there. But landmark, absolute landmark of a record right here. After Cube left the group, and then Dre went his way. Eazy started doing his thing. Dre did his thing. This is introduced the world to Snoop Dogg, and then later even Tupac, which I don't have any of Tupac's stuff. He's on my list to get. I just never did get it. By that time, I was into CDs. When that came out, and I just haven't haven't replaced any of that stuff on vinyl because it's so hard to get, and it's rather expensive. But the Chronic. And then one of my absolute favorite records, I love this, front to back, a double LP. This is his sophomore effort by Dr. Dre, Chronic 2001. This has you know, the Nate Dogg singing on this one. Of course, Snoop with what's the big one with Snoop? Well, Explosive, but there was another one. That's still DRE. Love that. And then the big hit off this one was Dre and Eminem. Forgot about Dre. Awesome cut. Great record. Killer record. I have a few copies of that one as well. Snoop, Doggy Style. This when this came out, I was I think I just, what was I, 18 or 19 when this came out, and man, we would blast Gin and Juice just as loud as the speakers would take it. Sometimes the car speakers would give out before this would. They would give out long before this ever would. This is so bass heavy, so good stuff. Gotta love Snoop. And I don't have any of his new stuff, but that it's still, like I said, it's more of a nostalgia thing. It takes me back. A lot of this stuff is just nostalgia for me, but I had to have it, and I still play it quite a bit. America's Most Wanted, Ice Cube, OG pressing, tough to find, good stuff. It's a lot of his stuff. If you listen to the NWA, and then especially the stuff after NWA, it's really really hard. The lyrics are just, I mean, he speaks the truth. It's pretty hateful stuff, but the world's a hateful place, especially through a young black man's eyes, you know. And I can't claim to know what they're going through, but you know, just seeing things in the movie that you saw, the way they were treated, I couldn't imagine the things that they go through, and listening to it makes you feel connected. But great record, awesome record, and what a talent this guy is. And then getting to some of my home state. Well, I call it home. Nelly, St. Louis. Even though I'm in Illinois, but I tell everybody St. Louis, because as soon as you say Illinois, they immediately think Chicago, and that's way up there. And I'm 20 minutes from St. Louis, and I'm about 4 hours from Chicago. So I'm almost as close to Nashville, Tennessee, as I am Chicago, and my heart's in Tennessee. So, but Nelly, God, what Country Grammar? I kept thinking, for some reason I'm thinking Saint Lunatics, but it's Nelly. He was in the Saint Lunatics, but Country Grammar. Man, when this record came out, I was living in Nashville at the time, and I was like, oh man, this is, so I didn't get to experience any of this from a St. Louis perspective, but he put St. Louis on the map as far as hip hop and rap is concerned. And the thing I love about Nelly is he doesn't just get up there and spit words. He actually sings. He's got a really good singing vocal. His melodies are great. His lyrics are catchy. He has very good hooks. Really good stuff, and I don't have a whole lot of his other stuff, but this record will live with me all the way. I mean, I play this record all the time. It's a great record. Lots of catchy, like I said, hook-driven songs. Then we get to Eminem, Marshall Mathers LP. This is, I'm thinking this is his second major release. His first one had, you know, the Slim Shady song on it, that they played in constant rotation on MTV. I don't have that one, but it's on my want list. It's just a matter of just finding it. But this one I had to have. This is a phenomenal record. I think he may have won a Grammy for this record. I'm not sure, which that doesn't mean anything these days. The Grammys are horse shit for the most part, but at least it recognizes talent and performance, and his lyrics. I mean, this guy is an angry young man at this time, and it comes through beautifully on this record. It's great. And then this one I don't play very often at all. just this will be the last one here. 50 Cent in the Club. I could have just went with a 12-inch single on this, but this was so cheap. I think I got this for like $3, $2 or $3. So you can't even hardly buy a 12-inch single for that. So I went ahead and picked it up, and it's okay. I don't recall. Oh, in the Club and PIMP. It's got a couple good songs on it. So I mean, I need to probably put this on and give it another spin. But it's great. I love the cover. I thought it was great. And 50 Cent. Anyway, guys, it's just a quick little hip hop rap update. I think I have everything pretty well covered. Kid Rock in the background, but that's for another video. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. You guys are great. I'm closing in on 2,000 subs, which is actually 200 subs in the VC. You know, when I came in as a member of the VC, I already had 1,800 subs, just over 1,806 to be exact, from my music channel. But I just reactivated my Billy Hurst music channel because I knew I was going to incorporate music and vinyl as well. So I'm coming up on 2,000, which is actually going to be 200 subs in the VC, which is great. I can't thank you guys enough. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos and the content and the updates. I try and keep things not so long-winded, but I can't help it. So I hope you guys enjoy the stories, and it's more than just showing records. You know, I could just sit here and flip through records all day long, but who wants to do that? I like to watch guys' videos that have a story behind the record, or maybe how they found it, or how they're connected with that record. So I hope you guys enjoy that too. But anyway, give it a like. I want to thank, if you're not subbed already, give me a sub. That would be awesome. And keep an eye out for the new the contest that I'll have for my 200 subs, 2,200 subs, whatever we want to call it. But I'll have that contest coming up here in the next few days, because I'm really close. I'm that close. But anyway, thanks guys. Take care. Peace.